promised, I've got Bronx Lockpicker 60's video converting right now on my laptop. It'll probably be, I don't know, at least a couple more hours right now at this point to be on YouTube. You guys won't have to wait because you've already seen it probably at this point. Anyway, this is the small Schlage kick that he pinned up. That he says good luck. He doesn't have a key for it. But I'll make a key for this when I'm done with it. I've got plenty of Schlage keys over there, and I got a few blanks hanging around here. So let's go ahead and get one of my picks out of this awesome pick roll that he sent. And which tension wrench do I want to use? You know what? I'm going to test out one of the tension wrenches that I made for Bronx Lockpicker last night. Now, this is just music wire. I have tempered it so it won't bend very easily. It still will bend, but we'll give it a try. And it fits in this keyway perfectly. And we're going to use one of my homemade picks. I've got a click out of 2. Nothing on 3. No click out of 4. Nothing on 5. I'm using extremely light feet or tension on this thing. Like everybody is now bound solid. I'm not feeling much of anything. A little bit of counter rotation right here. Okay, little click out of 3, and I got a tiny false set. Actually, that was a real strong click out of 3. I got a real slight false set. Yeah, I'm trying to get a position on pin 1. Pin 1, I can tell by feeling, there we go, it has an odd sized key pin part on it, so it might actually not be a standard key pin. Or it might be a reduced diameter key pin too. And it's falling back down. I'm going to switch picks. I'm going to go to a kind of a fat head pick. Okay, just testing on pin 1. No feedback at all now on pin 1. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted to see. No feedback on 2. No feedback on 3. I got counter rotation on 4. Okay, I've still got my false set. I've got a deeper false set off of 5, just nudging it, and I've got some counter rotation on 5 now. Let me check my other pins first. Okay, I've got counter on 4 as well. And getting underneath the 1 is a little bit difficult. Okay, so let's go back to the back. See, I had counter on 5 and 4, but I had more counter on 4, so let's try him first. And there we go. All right, so let's see what's in this little guy. Now that little pin didn't want to stay in. It actually fell out as soon as I put it in the vise, but that's no biggie. It looked like it was a homemade pin. I think I've got a couple extra of those pins sitting around here. I could stick an actual one in and see if it holds better. Alright, since I don't have a key, I'm going to go straight to a plug follower. And I'm going to use my standard plug follower. And I'm also going to shim it just because it is a challenge lock. Bronx Lockpicker has been paying attention to some of us, and he's been putting some crazy stuff in here that knows can trip us up pretty good. So, shim kind of combats that when you're gutting it. Okay, key pins are towards me. There we go. And yeah, there's something strange going on there in pin 1. I could see that right off the bat, and I'll show it to you guys here in just a second. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in. That was pin 2, actually. And there's the color on pin 1. Finally wanting to come out there. Okay, I'll come back to that guy. He doesn't want to come out right now. He's being shy. Some really nice pins there. So let me grab my tweezers out of here now. Let me get this collar out of here. Okay, is that collar meant to stay in there? Okay, well anyway, you can see this, guys. Pin 1 was a pin and pin, and this color actually isn't wanting to come out. But it's a unique pin and pin because this long pin here goes all the way through, and it's actually got a sharp point on it. That would make it very difficult to get a pick underneath of it. Especially a fine tipped pick. When I switched to the fatter pick, I didn't have a whole lot of trouble getting underneath of it. Then I've got that is a reduced diameter T-pin key pin. I've got a serrated here, another T-pin key pin, and a double serrated here. And I've also got threads in every chamber. And I don't think threads in this one count because this pin actually is kind of stuck in the chamber and he won't come out any further than, well, what you just saw it come out. And I got to figure out what in the world is causing my focus to go so crazy on this camera lately. You know, I recently adjusted my lighting, that way I'm not blocking a big shadow on my picking area. But maybe that's done it. I've got a nice homemade spool in 1, kind of big dumbbell spool. A serrated in 2, it has nice deep serrations. And I'll zoom in on these two. Okay, I've got a serrated dumbbell spool. I've got a factory standard looking spool. And another factory standard spool, but this one's shorter on this end than it is on this end. I do have some varying springs. Looks like I got a steel spring here in the back, a longer copper spring, some shorter copper springs, and a really short copper spring. I see threads in chamber 1. No threads in 2. No threads in 3. Threads in 4. And no threads in 5. Okay, and this spring kind of popped out on me, so let me put that back in there real quick. Stay in focus, you damn camera. My phone has got headworms. Anyway, guys, that was that little Schlage kick pinned by Bronx Lockpicker 60. Hey, BLP 60, thanks so much for the package. It was an awesome package. I really appreciate everything you sent. And I'll get to picking on these locks, and some of those stock ones, I'll go ahead and get those challenged up. And I'll probably even send one of them back to you as a challenge lock. So everyone else, stay safe, don't do anything illegal, and please like and subscribe.